Well, a very good afternoon to you all. I hope we're all good on this Monday, the 22nd of January 2024. Here to take a look at the weather forecast for the next couple of days. We've got another bit of a wind event coming through tomorrow evening, and things are moving quickly at the moment. So, without further ado, let's crack it all on. Well, today's highest gust, Stormisha, blew through with some force. The highest gust that I could see 110 miles an hour at Kenwell, 105 miles an hour at Annockmore, and 99 on Black the Bar. These are high altitude sites, but I do notice that 79 miles an hour was recorded at Wick, 78 at Stornoway, and 78 also at Malin Head. It was quite a blow. It was quite impactful, especially inland. Right, current maximum gusts, things have died down a little bit, but it is still quite blowy out there. 56 miles an hour at Lerwick at the moment. Magilligan, 55 miles an hour. And Benbecula, 53. All of these stations are towards the north in what is a very unsettled theme. Right, in terms of the weather at the moment, we have got a bit of a westerly on the go at the moment, a mixture of sunshine and showers in polar maritime air mass. This is where we are this afternoon, but tomorrow we'll be looking to the Atlantic for the next weather system that will be bringing in a change to milder but windier conditions. We'll come on to the gusts in a moment. And then by the time we get to Wednesday, we're back to where we are today. A bit of a ridge going on, northwesterly breezes, a tad cooler with the chance of sunshine and showers. But yes, at the moment, it is milder down in the south, 11 degrees on the Isles of Scilly. I've noticed Jersey is also at 11 degrees, as is Mountbatten and Manston, all above 10 degrees. It's still a bit chilly further up north, and there are showers rushing through on that westerly breeze. Some of them are quite heavy, more especially across Scotland, Northern Ireland, and western parts of the UK. But I don't think anywhere is immune from a shower this afternoon. As I've mentioned, it is still a rather chilly picture in some places, but nowhere near as cold as it has been. I've noticed 4.5 at Shap, 4.5 also at Estelmuir. But those showers, when they do come through, are dropping the temperatures, and in one or two places, this is in Lanarkshire at Lead Hills or Lead Hills, around about 450 metres. Just noticed over the tops, you've had one or two wintry showers, but yeah, the snow line today is a lot higher. This is on Aviemore at around about 750, 800 metres. It is still falling as snow up there. Right, we'll now take a look at the weather situation for the next couple of days. So we'll start off tomorrow, well, this afternoon. Those showers pushing through from the west will die out largely overnight, and for a time overnight it will become clear and cold. Just a chance of a light frost in some eastern areas. Tomorrow morning we start with cloud already in the west, quickly pushing eastwards with outbreaks of rain and drizzle, and what will be a rather dull day for many. Notice that rain will be preceded by a spell of sleet or snow once again across the Scottish Highlands. Yeah, winter not quite done at that altitude, but later on in the day that will push in. Milder air will push in from the west, and although the heavier rain will push out of the way, things will turn rather more showery. Right, the story tomorrow will be the wind, but before then we'll just take a look at your temperatures. So your starting temperatures around about 2 to 4 degrees in most places, sub-zero across the interior of Scotland, but yet down towards the west, even at dawn, temperatures already climbing up to 7 or 8 degrees. And then by the afternoon, those milder temperatures in association with that warm front will be bringing in milder air. Look at that, 13, possibly 14 degrees over Ireland tomorrow afternoon, and those temperatures will lift further east as the day progresses. Right, the story tomorrow is the wind, so we're just going to have a little look at this. This is the situation at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, and these are your gusts. So the next area of low pressure is pushing in from the west. At that point, it's well to the west of the UK, but just as we push this through, this is midday tomorrow. This is at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. There's the warm front. That's what's going to bring the temperature up. But it's not until that cold front goes through in the evening that the winds are really going to start to ramp up. This time, the winds are going to be more restricted for the north of the UK. Across the Western Isles of Scotland, you could be seeing gusts of 60 to 65 miles an hour, but all fairly typical of a normal winter blow up there. And I think then, as the evening and overnight progresses, those winds will transfer further eastwards before we get another bout of strong winds in the early hours of Wednesday morning, excuse me, across those Western Isles with gusts once again, possibly in excess of 70 miles an hour, and even across many central parts of Scotland and down towards Edinburgh and Glasgow, you could be seeing gusts of 58 to 60 miles an hour. That does push out of the way by Wednesday, sort of 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. And then Wednesday is, as I mentioned, a drier and brighter day with sunny spells and showers. So we start Wednesday. The overnight gales would have pushed through Scotland, but it is windy day, as I mentioned, sunshine and showers, more especially to the west of the UK. But for many places on Wednesday, it should be a dry and fine day with plenty of winter sunshine. Just the risk of some light rain pushing through the English Channel at some point later on in the day. Right, in terms of your temperatures on Wednesday, these are your starting temperatures. So rather a lot of cloud would have been around overnight on Tuesday into Wednesday. So we start generally between around 6 to 8 across England and Wales, 3 to 5 across Scotland. And during the course of the day, because we start to bring in that cooler air, temperatures don't climb quite so much. We're back in that polar maritime area. So 8 to 10 in the south, 6 to 8 across Scotland, and 6 to 8 across Ireland would pretty much cover it. But obviously, across the higher grounds, the Highlands, temperatures somewhat cooler. A little look at the longer term trends. So this is a week from today. This is from I think the GFS. You're showing high pressure in control, so things starting to settle down somewhat, hopefully, giving us some respite from the wind and the rain. This is the take from the ECM, similar signal, high pressure to the south, low pressure well to the north, a mild west southwesterly theme going on. Again, sort of ridges and troughs, so perhaps the odd bit of drizzle across the north, followed by brighter, showery weather. And if we just take a look at the gem, you've got high pressure on the near continent, pushing up some quite mild air across many parts of England and Wales. So, yeah, the signature is that of rather mobile and sort of settled theme further south. Those that are in search of snow will take a little look before we bring it all to a close. So if we go to Ventnor and we take a look at your 850 temperatures, remember we're looking for sustained periods of down towards -10. Certainly nothing on offer within the next few days. There's a few spikes that go down to -5 on the back of depressions, and there's one or two in the longer term at the start of February, again on the back end of depressions, but nothing sustained. And if we just take a little look at the snow signals for Ventnor on the Isle of Wight, very, very little on offer, just the odd spike here and there, the odd outlier. We go further north to Leeds. Your snow spikes are a little bit more. There's a slight signal being picked up for the 26th. So when's that? Is that Friday? Yep, something to keep an eye on. And if we look at your 850 HPA temperatures, up and down, up when we get the warm sectors, down behind cold fronts. And that's the situation this week. And then longer term, there's a few sort of outliers down towards the end of the run, falling down towards your sort of like your -8s, -10s, some somewhat lower, but yeah, fairly transitory. And at the moment, it's just yeah, a bit of an outlier, but something we will need to keep an eye on. And then if we look at Moffat in Scotland, well, once again, up and down in terms of 850 HPA temperatures this week, higher with troughs, lower with ridges. Bit of a warming trend towards the 30th, and then, yeah, no real signal as we go into early February, just one or two outliers taking things a lot colder. And your snow signal for Moffat before we bring it all to a close, well, as you would expect, once again, there's a few spikes sort of showing up around about the 26th, just before the 27th, 28th, and again at the end of the month. So plenty of things to be keeping an eye on. But yeah, the story certainly the next couple of days is that of wind across the north of Scotland tomorrow night, which could be affecting the corridor between Edinburgh and Glasgow. Rather mild throughout and generally frost free. I'll be back in a couple of days looking at the forecasts. By then, that'll be for what? That'll be Thursday and Friday. But in the meantime, thanks all for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and ciao for now.